2027 is going to go down as one of the greatest years in mortgage and real estate to grab and retain market share. Our question to you, what are you doing right now to make sure you are taking your fair share? Better yet, what are others doing and how can you learn from their success? That's what this episode's all about. Check this out. They don't teach this shit in school, but they should. Welcome to the Loan Officer Podcast, hosted by me, Dustin Owen, one of the most influential people in the mortgage industry, along with my friends who've lived it, built it, failed at it, fixed it, and scaled it. This is not a show just for mortgage professionals. This is everything I learned because I became a mortgage loan originator. This is the Loan Officer Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children 18 plus, you are tuned in to the Loan Officer Podcast with me, Dustin Owen, and with me from the TLOP team, I have my right-hand man, Marketing Mike, and our producer extraordinaire. You call her Special K. We call her Karina Mojica. What up, y'all?
What's happening?
Yes, it's that time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that time. We get grooving and moving. Kids are getting back in school.
Oh, my goodness.
When your kids go back to school, Mike?
Tuesday.
Yeah. On a
Are you excited?
Tuesday.
Yeah, I'm excited. I mean, Ari, my wife, is more excited, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll have some free time.
Yeah, AF. She's
Yes.
excited AF.
Always and forever.
Always and forever. You are totally correct. Yes, we are a month out at this standpoint from the TLOP Unite Caribbean
Yes,
Takeover.
sir.
Ooh, I'm loving this time. You and I with Karina and Mark, and Steven, spent 8 hours, y'all, just logistic details.
Yeah.
I'm talking bands, DJs. Do we do this particular giveaway? Do we not? When do we surprise our guest with something else? It's
Yep.
like,
When do we hit the blackjack table?
when do we hit the blackjack table, the menu,
Yeah.
but even the breakout sessions. And it's okay, we're doing these breakout sessions. What's the biggest takeaway? What coach are we going to assign to that breakout session?
Yep.
Better yet, we have this amazing list of speakers, but who's speaking first, who's speaking last, who goes in the middle, and how do we make sure that it story arcs well? But I'm super stoked. I think we're probably down to like single digit cabins at this
Yes.
standpoint.
Yeah.
7, 8, cabins. I don't even know if we have any balconies available.
No, I don't think so.
But look, it's not too late. It's not too late. Go to our website, tloponline.com. Unite is what you're looking for. Try to grab one of those cabins. You don't want to miss the inaugural event because next year everyone's going to be talking about, oh, yeah, but remember on the first one when we did X, Y, and Z?
That's right.
And then on the third year, it's going to be even crazier because now you're talking about 500 cabins, 700 originators. This one's going to be quaint. It's going to be small.
Yeah.
It's 100 cabins.
Yeah.
It's 150 of us.
Yep.
Right? Pretty sure we're all going to get to know each other on a pretty personal level, which is where some of the best networking and masterminding actually happens. So nonetheless, yeah, I'm stoked. But today's topic is one that probably provides me as much energy as talking about the cruise does, but it also is a way that I can get a little fiery. Like, truth be told, I can get a little fiery. The inspiration came from the Mortgage Mafia private Facebook group.
Okay.
So inside the Mortgage Mafia private Facebook group, it was over the weekend or maybe last week, Ross Woods is a mega producer out of Missouri.
Shout out Ross.
Yeah. He's one of our coaches, but he put something in there, like posted almost a poll and wanted to know like whose business was up year over year. And man, to see people pinging, this person's up 33%. This person said last year I made 200 grand. I've already made 200 grand year to date. We're talking it's like August 1st. And they've already made 200 grand. This person said last year I did 55 million for the year. This year, again, after the close of July, they've already done 55 million.
Wow.
And then someone comes over the top of the people's elbow, and it was, this is the greatest year to grab market share. And I'm so grateful everyone else is sleeping on it.
It's awesome.
And I was like, okay,
Yep.
there's a conversation to be had. Why are these men and women up so much year over year? Like I got a buddy of mine, Andy, out of Minnesota. I think Andy said his personal income is up 66%.
Jeez.
His volume is up 33%.
Yeah.
So that means, yes, he's doing more volume, but even the more volume he's doing at a higher profit margin than he was able to do a year ago. Right? So the market share is there to grab, but why are so many struggling and so many are maybe waiting for the market to come back to them? Yet there's others out there that are like, what are you talking about? And by the way, these aren't all new originators. Like one is a new originator. Like shout out to Cole Kazmarski out of South Carolina. I mean, Cole straight up, I remember helping her get into the business probably 4 years ago. So it makes sense for Cole to say, yes, I've already made more money in 2026 than I did in 2025. But there's others in there that they're going on their 20th year in the industry.
Yeah.
They're going on their 17th year in the industry. They're going on their 9th year in the industry. They very well can look at it and say, oh, just another slow year, but they're not. And they're putting up these crazy results. So we're going to digest that. We're going to talk about that. And, as you all have questions that you think the audience would have, then fire away.
Yeah. I love it.
Before we do, guess what we have to do?
We got to pay some bills.
We have to pay some bills. So we're going to take a quick pause so you can hear from today's show sponsor. Then we'll get into the topic. Check this out.
TLOP Unite is not your typical mortgage event. This is the first ever TLOP cruise experience built exclusively for originators. And for 4 days, it's not about the speakers, it's about you. We're talking breakout strategy sessions, real conversations, curated events, and uninterrupted access to a community that helps you grow. If you're serious about taking your career to the next level, this is where you need to be. Space is limited and the price is right. So click the link now and learn more.
All right, so we're back. And we're back.
And we're back.
And we're back. I don't even know where I want to start with this because my goal is to keep it positive.
Yeah.
Sometimes, no, the militant, like think stereotypical coach from 1975 football wants to come out and just be rude and mean and belittle people and hope that's what gets them to make a change. I have learned that doesn't really work anymore. Right? I've studied that doesn't really work anymore. So I don't want to be that person, but I definitely want to get into what's transpiring right now. And you helped me with an episode of the DO show recently. And that was a big topic of conversation in that show where you told me, Mike, that you believe too many originators are letting or waiting for the market to come back to them.
Right. I mean, I'll drop just a huge bomb on this because, and then I think you're going to be able to run with it. A couple of things from my perspective. I think that the LOs in, whether it was Mortgage Mafia or just LOs that are up year to date right now, I would imagine they're doing a great job at building their referral network. I would imagine that. Number one, right? So the LOs that are down they're stagnant. They're not out there. They're not putting themselves out there. They're waiting for the interest rates to come down. And they think lead gen is going to miraculously improve once the rates come down, which is cool, whatever. But then the second part I want to say is that's interesting is I would imagine, and I mentioned this to you before the show started, I would imagine there's less realtors. Like I would love to see that number. Like I know in 2021, 2022, things were hot. I mean, everybody and their mother was a realtor. They all got their license. They were out there selling. So there was just kind of a bigger pool for me to choose from. So I think grabbing as much market share as possible now. And when I say market share, I don't necessarily mean the end consumer. I'm talking about the realtors. So grabbing as much market share that are realtors and being able to exploit that referral pipeline, I think that's why these guys are up.
So I will tell you.
That was loaded.
No, I mean, well, there's so many places to go. Like, yes,
know.
there were way more realtors in 21 and 22.
Right.
But there are also way more LOs in 21 and 22.
Yeah.
So the good news is, as the volume dissipated, those realtors and certain loan officers got out of the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still left with probably the same percentage of LO to realtor ratio.
Got it.
As we probably had.
Okay.
No, I'm finding that the LOs who are up right now never stop prospecting.
They don't take their foot off the gas.
No. I mean, they understand that if I'm not growing, I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
So the LOs who I have consistently seen their production flatline or worse, their leads are down, their units are down, and their income is down.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they are reliant on that same pool of relationships that they probably built in 2016 through 2019. Or it was working for them in 20 and 21, and they haven't gone out to mature and fertilize those relationships, but also build others. And here's what ends up happening. Realtors leave the industry. Realtors leave the geographic area that you serve. Realtors leave to go work new construction. Realtors leave to go be listing agents somewhere else. Realtors find a new flavor of the month. Yet you are sitting back as an originator expecting those same, whether it's 13 or 30, to never change.
Yeah.
Well, if you're if you're not changing, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're dying. Those realtors are changing. Yet you're not changing. You're just sitting back wanting to run the same plays with the same players and realizing and wanting to know, why are you winning less games? Like, let's think about this in like a true sports analogy. If you try to run the same plays with the same players, well, two things happen. The defense starts figuring out your plays.
Yeah.
Right? So then it makes it a lot harder to score when the defense knows your plays. Also, everyone else starts running your plays, so your plays don't work as well because everyone else is running them. And then B, your players get older. They get tireder. They get less athletic. They get more injury prone. So when I look at loan originators, and I segment out those that were all over that Mortgage Mafia post, that their business is up tremendously, they're grabbing tons of market share. Yes, it's because they treat every week and every month and every year as if it's their first 2 years in the mortgage industry. And that's the difference maker.
Yeah.
Everyone else has been treating the past 4 years as I can just show up and the work I put in back in 2017, 2019, 2021 will continue to feed me. And it's like, no, buddy. It's like, what have you done for me lately? So for many people, they're trying to run tired plays with injured players and expecting the same or even better results than what they were getting much earlier.
Yeah, because when you look at 2025 versus 2026, like, interest rates have been flat. Like we had a little surprise decrease towards the end of last year, but for the most part, interest rates have been the same. So, you know, you can't say, oh, well, there was a change in the market, or there was a change in the housing market, or a change in interest rates. That's not why these guys are up.
No, these guys are up because you know what, they're consistent and they're deliberate.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm not going to put anyone on blast, but I start naming names. And most of them are personal friends. They're people that I've either had on the show. They're people that maybe I've coached them. Maybe they've coached me. Or, you know, we are part of the same coaching program in the same company, but we have a personal connection. So I feel like I know them on a pretty intimate level. And what I can tell you from studying them is their success in 2026 didn't come from what they did in January 2026.
Right.
Their success stems going back to 2024. Because this industry rewards those that are consistent.
Yeah.
Be consistently average to good. That's what you need to be. Consistently average to good. It's not I'm great on a Tuesday and I take three weeks off and I try to be great on a Thursday. It's like, no. Show up every single day, put in your reps, get your at-bats, and obviously try to get 1% better per day the way James Clear teaches it in his book, Atomic Habits. But as I break them down, they're not smarter than those that aren't grabbing market share. They're not better looking. They might not be better presenters. Now, some of them may have had more success, but that success is all stemmed from, I'm going to wake up every day, put on my uniform, go to work. When I'm at work, I'm going to put in work. Many of them are coached by a myriad of coaching companies.
Right.
And most of them have probably been with multiple coaches throughout their career. Now, they're coached because they take pride in investing in themselves, and they've learned that having someone helping them stay focused, structured, and being accountable to is what allows them to be consistent.
Yeah, and when we're talking about building market share, I mean, what are some of the strategies that these guys are deploying? Is it your standard lunch and learns with, you know, what are some of the strategies that some of these top producers that might be deploying to do that?
Yeah, they all follow the 80-20 rule. And I'm not talking the Pareto principle 80-20 rule.
Okay.
I'm talking the DO rule.
Let's go.
Right? So if you ever seen one of my presentations where I talk about becoming a next-gen originator, I talk about the 80-20 rule. Many people have heard the 80-20 rule. It's Pareto's principle. 80% of income is earned by 20% of the populace. 80% of crime is committed by 20% of the population, et cetera. But my 80-20 rule is this. We dedicate 80% of our time, effort, energy, and resources to what is true.
Yeah.
And then we allow 20% of our time, effort, energy, and resources to what is new.
So like what is true being what is working, what we know
So I'm
works.
going to give you an example.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm an originator. You know what I know is 100% true and factual? That if I get up every day and I come to work and I put on my uniform and I focus on my prospecting, it would sound and look something like this. On Monday, I'm going to call 20 to 30 agents. I know, boring AF. You've heard this before, but guess what? You're not freaking doing it.
Right.
Do it.
Do
not
it,
just
Shia
one day,
LaBeouf.
not
Do
just
it.
twice a month. Do it for 100 consecutive days.
That's right.
Then tell me it doesn't work.
Yep.
Okay, but they're reaching out to 20 to 30 agents or referral partners that they know, and they're literally checking in on them. By checking in, it's like 3 reasons: asking for a referral, asking them to meet with you because maybe it's been a hot minute and you want to catch up, or they're inviting them to an event. Now, in order to invite people to events, guess what you should be doing? Hosting events. Whether they're virtual events or in-person events, they should be doing that.
This is part of the 80.
Yeah. This is the 80 of what's true.
Yeah.
Right? Then on another day, they're looking at their pipeline. Their pipeline needs to be managed. It needs to have proactive communication. This is what agents love, and it's a great way to cross-sell listing agents. And it's a great way to ask borrowers to refer you a friend, a coworker, or a family member. Not like, oh, hey, Mike, remember me if anyone's ever talking about mortgage. It's like, no, Mike, who do you know?
Right.
I love working with you and Ari. Who do y'all know that also want to raise their kids in this neighborhood and put their kids into this school system? Bro, I don't need you to do anything besides just send a 3-way text introducing me. And if you don't want to do that, just give me their name and their phone number. I'll call them and introduce myself.
Yep.
Don't worry. I'll be polite and professional.
Loan officers, if 2026 is going to be your breakout year, this matters. Most originators don't struggle because of rates. They struggle because they don't have systems, structure, or accountability. I'm Coach Christy with TLOP's Originator Coaching. Originator Launch is a 16-week small group coaching program designed to help you build a real business, not just close the next loan. You'll get weekly live coaching, proven scripts used by top producers, real accountability, homework that actually moves the needle, and 2 private one-on-one calls with your coach. This program is capped at just 10 originators, so the attention is personal and the results are real. This isn't a course you watch. It's coaching you execute. If you're ready to stop guessing and start building with intention, apply now. Spots are limited, and once they're gone, enrollment closes. Register today.
That's all I'm looking for, right? But if I'm doing proactive communication, which people call update calls, right, then that works. It works because it's an opportunity for me to ask the buying agent for more business, an opportunity for me to build a relationship with the listing agent and get them to meet with me. It's an opportunity for me to give an update to the borrower and ask them for more referrals. Am I proactively, systematically touching my database? Am I? Yes or no? Whether it's your circle of influence, whether it's your past client database, are you at a minimum celebrating their birthdays? Are you at a minimum offering an annual mortgage review? Do you even know how to do an annual mortgage review and what it is?
Yeah.
By the way, you're not pulling credit. It shouldn't take more than 15 minutes. And more importantly, you're really looking for ways that these people may need or want a home loan, whether it's because they're getting divorced, because they're getting job transfer, because they want to buy an investment property, because they're having a new baby, whatever the case may be, because they're in debt and they either need to sell their house and pay off all their debt or do a refinance with you. You're looking to serve, but you're backdooring it by offering a free service.
Right.
Most people, when I talk to them, they do not have a systematized strategy that they implement consistently to market to this database of circle of influence and past clients. Now, I would take it one step further, and I coach this at TLOP Originator Coaching. You should also be creating and sending a 3-minute quarterly video market update.
Solid. Yep.
Right. That's something that you can record yourself, write it. It takes 3 minutes to read it. May take you 15 minutes to actually write it. Another 3 minutes to upload it into your teleprompter, use code video or BombBomb, and then embed the video into the email, use your CRM and get it blasted out. That goes to everybody, but they're not doing that. Right. What they're also not doing, and this is what I got on probably 10 minutes ago, they need to have some game plan to go whale hunting.
Yeah.
Like at some point, you got to be like, hey, I know I have these group of referral sources out there, but who are the new ones? Because I got some news for you, Mike. You may have been working with that agent for the past 15 years, but when you met her, she was 45. Now she's 60. Getting ready to turn 61.
Yeah.
In that time frame, her kids had not only graduated high school, graduated college, they've gotten married. Now she has grandbabies. You know what she wants to do? Not work.
Retire.
You know what she wants to do? Be a Grammy.
Yeah.
Be a granny. Be a grandma. Be a nanny. Whatever they call themselves these days, that's what she wants to do. Yet you're sitting around wondering how come you're getting less leads and less referrals from her. I'm like, bro, because she's at her peak.
Yep.
But that was one of your go-to people, and you're not willing to dedicate time, effort, energy, and resources to attracting the next 45-year-old, a 36-year-old who maybe is only 2 or 3 years into their career. Right? You're probably also not expanding your footprint as an originator. You're like, well, I've always, called on agents in Winter Springs, Florida. I'm like, yeah, but you may need to go to Lake Nona. Oh, that's a 25-minute drive. That's $3 in tolls. I'm like, all right, cool. Keep being broke.
Right.
Right? Like, keep being broke.
Yeah.
Right? But then don't call me complaining about how so-and-so doing so well when you feel like the market has dried up and there's nothing available.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're going to have to do things this year that you didn't have to do 2 or 3 years ago. And I'll give you an example. 2 or 3 years ago, we in the lending world weren't going around and basically partnering with real estate brokerages and putting them on a P&L or partnering with real estate teams and putting them on a P&L. And I still don't even know if that's like 100% within RESPA.
Yeah.
But guess what? The industry is doing it. And
Everyone's doing it. Yeah.
And there's some attorneys involved that are mitigating the risk.
Yeah.
But I may have to consider that. It wasn't what I was considering 2 or 3 years ago, but this year I may need to. And I think ultimately, so that's something people aren't doing that's tried and true, is consistently having a bullpen or a bench of probably maybes. I hope one day this person will meet with me and have a plan to market and get in front of them.
Yeah, that's your 80.
Yes. So that's the 80.
Cool.
The 20 would be this. The 20 would be, man, I just saw Dio had Luke Walker on TLOP.
Yeah.
And Luke's crushing it with TikTok
Shout
Live.
out Luke.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Luke. Luke's an outlier right now.
Yeah.
He is an outlier. I absolutely love what he and Bill are trying to do over at Barrett Financial.
Yep.
With the live stream division.
It's very cool. Very new.
But it's so new. I don't know how scalable it is. I don't know how replicatable it is. They're going to show us.
Yeah.
Over the next 18, 24 months, they're going to show us how replicatable this is. But to me, that would be, okay, 20% of my time, effort, and energy I can dedicate to something that's new. Like, we're doing it right now. I tried to go TikTok Live. Like, Luke has inspired me. This week will be my 3rd week in a row of dedicating at least an hour a week to go in TikTok Live.
Yeah.
I still have not figured out a way to prioritize my time to do it daily. But to me, TikTok Live would be something new that you weren't doing.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Other people are like, oh, I want to get into, I have a guy I'm coaching right now. Shout out to Kevin Spiegel. Kevin really wants to leverage his company, Revolution Mortgage, has a construction product that he's really proud of. So Kevin's like, I want to do more construction lending. Cool. Right? That's a big part of his 20%. But Kevin and I both know it's going to take him 12 to 24 months to build that. So it starts with, well, create your list of who are the top 50 local custom home builders in your market. Right? Let's create the list. What's number 2? Well, we need to find a way to connect with them and bring them value. What does bring value mean to a custom home builder? So Kevin and I have to talk about that. Then he has to put together what is his daily or weekly routine going to look like.
Yep.
He has to find them on social, connect with them there. He probably has to implement some kind of a social selling strategy.
All the touch points.
Yes. At the same time, he needs to schedule meetings. And the meeting itself is not enough. Then he needs to have some kind of a follow-up, like maybe even host some kind of a happy hour, an event at Topgolf. Like, it's a relationship he's trying to court.
Yep.
But what I need Kevin to do and others like Kevin to do is don't turn your back on what has worked for you.
Don't turn your 20 into your 80.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm going to give a presentation at the MBA of Central Florida next week.
Yep.
And one of my slides is literally what got you here won't get you there. Right? But what we can't do is abandon what got us here.
Yep.
You can't abandon it because it's your foundation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're trying to level up, you want to gain market share, you got to start thinking about, okay, what do I need to be doing more of
What else?
that is working?
Yeah.
But then what else can I add? Because something's going to have to change. And I think those originators who are struggling, there's a lot of them out there. They're struggling mightily. It's because they're not operating with the same fierceness and tenacity as they did the first 2 years that they got into the industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the difference right now between haves and have-nots.
Yep.
The haves are, they operate every year like it's year one.
They're
every
attacking.
year.
They're
like
always
it's
on the
year two.
attack.
Yes. Yes. There's an intentionality. It's a, you and I talk about this offline in another business that we're a part of together, and it's urgency. It's operating with urgency.
Every day.
Not in a haste, not like your hair is on fire, but with urgency.
Yeah, because the complacency will kill you. That's
Yes.
the problem.
Yes, 100%. And I think there was a lot of people, and I lived it. Look, 2022 happened. We kind of welcomed the slowness.
Yeah, I mean, it was so busy.
We kind of welcomed it. We kind of like, you know what? You're leaving the F alone. My phone's not going to ring today.
If you had a bad 2022, dog, like, you just need to retire here.
No, not 22.
Oh, my
20 and
gosh.
21.
Yeah, well, you're talking about just kind of the housing boom, the inflation in home
Yeah,
prices.
but I'm saying when 2022 is a bad year.
Yeah.
So 20 and 21 were the good years.
Yeah.
When you got to 22 and rates surged to 7%.
Yeah.
And we got super slow.
You wanted the breather.
Yeah, you
That's what I'm
welcomed it.
saying.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
my bad. So 2021, though, I'm saying. If you couldn't get some deals closed or fund some loans,
that wasn't
that's
that
a problem.
wasn't real.
Right.
That
It was
wasn't
insane.
real.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem is people are waiting for that to happen again. I'm like,
Yeah.
do you know those men and women who made all of that money in 2020 and 2021? I'm talking like they're making $2-3 million a year. It's because of the foundation they laid.
Yeah.
In 12, 14, 16. It's because they kind of tucked their chin in a little bit on 2018 actually was a rough year. We took it on the chin, right? Kind of head down, blinders on during that. We made it to 2020, and then whatever perfect storm happened.
Yeah.
But if and when that were to ever happen again, wouldn't you want to be that guy or girl that is already laced in with your routines, with your habits, with your sales culture, with your systems, with your process, with your referral sources, with your marketing strategy that's being deployed with consistency, instead of the guy or girl that's like, oh, this is nice, my phone's ringing again, now let me go out there and start building something. I mean, it's like it comes in waves. You need to be ready to capture it. Right now, nobody is sitting around, and this is what I was getting at the 2020 mark was or the 2020 remark was it was okay then to want a breather. The problem is, you know what people did? Created terrible habits. Created terrible habits. I mean, you and I talk about doing this with whether it's our alcohol consumption, whether it's our exercise routines. I mean, I don't like falling off the wagon.
No.
It is super hard to get back on.
So hard to pull yourself back on.
And there's a lot of people who jumped off the wagon in 2020 when it comes to their consistency and their effort, and rightfully so.
Yeah.
Right? Lick your wounds, catch your breath, rehydrate. But then 23, 24, 25, 26, we're 4 years removed, and you allowed the habits that you created in 22 to prolong and carry into 26. Here's my call to action. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You need to make one change starting today in your daily routine and your daily habits that will help you get 1% better today.
Yep.
We'll start there.
Yep.
My second one is regardless of where you are in your career, not momentum, because you're trying to create momentum, the excitement and the energy that you brought to the table those first 24 months, I need you to go find it for the next 6 months. Just 6 months. Because here's the deal. I'm assuming you're way better than you were when you first started, right? You have some momentum carrying you. You understand the industry. You have less of a learning curve. You're starting on second base, not in the dugout. But I need you to attack the next 6 months with that same energy, with that same gusto, with that same excitement. Focus on the 80% that you know is tried and true. As boring as it is, it freaking works. Like I should be able to ask you, hey, Mike, show me the newsletter that you sent out to your realtor database this week. Mm-hmm. If the answer is no, stop. It takes 40 minutes. Write and send the best newsletter you can send in 40 minutes a week. You got 40 minutes in a week to do it. Second thing I'd probably say is, hey, Mike, tell me about the realtor event you're hosting this month.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, easiest thing you can do to remind people what you do for a living, attract new referral partners to your services, is hosting events. You don't have to do it alone. Find a partner, but do it. Hey, Mike, how many talk tos did you have? Hey, Mike, how many people did you get a chance to do an annual mortgage review for this week? Hey, Mike, how many outbound phone calls, emails? Like, I should be able to come and ask you all of those questions, and you should be able to like throw down, and I don't care what activity tracker you use. We use the Blueprint, right? You may have your own, but you should be able to say, hey, here it is. Because the men and women who are doing that are gaining market share. Those are the men and women that you can be like, but it's going to take a change, usually mentally, right?
Yeah, and if you're down right now,
emotionally.
Like you said, if you're down right now, I mean, taking the first step, compiling a list of what your 80 is or was when you felt like you were doing okay, and taking the first step, crossing one of those items off the list tomorrow when you wake up and saying, I did X, and moving on from there. I mean, it's taking the first step. Getting back on the wagon is the hardest.
Yes, and a lot of times you have to make a change.
Absolutely.
Like you have to make a change. When I say change, selfishly, your change may be, you know what, damn it, I'm going to pay my $1,000 and I'm going on the TLOP cruise.
Yes, let's
because
go.
that would be the catalyst.
Yeah.
You change your surroundings, you change your point of view, you change the people you're networking with.
Yep, I agree.
Right? Your change could be, I'm going to stop freaking working from home because I've noticed my income has drastically dropped me working from home.
Yeah.
Sure, it's easier. Sure, it's more convenient. But guess what? Your results aren't there because maybe your intentionality isn't there. I'm not saying never work from home, and I'm not saying you can't go back to work from home. I'm saying you got to make a change. Change your environment. You have to make a change. It could be read a book. It could be
diet.
Start going to therapy.
Yeah,
it could be exercise more, or it could be to hire a coach.
Yeah.
Right. These are all things you can do, but you have to make some change, physical, mental, emotional, and then allow that change to compound.
If you're a licensed originator who's closing loans, but you're not consistent, this is for you. If you're brand new or just looking for motivation, trust me, this is not for you. Most LOs don't need more information. They need structure. They need proven processes and somebody to hold them accountable. TLOP's Originator Coaching gives you weekly live coaching, scripts top producers actually use, and step-by-step business systems you can implement immediately. Not someday, we're talking day one. You're not watching videos alone. You're executing in real time with other originators who take this seriously. Right now, you can try it free for 2 weeks. That's 2 full weeks for free. You'll sit in on live coaching calls. You'll get access to the frameworks and see exactly how top producers run their business. If it creates clarity, if it creates momentum, or even if it puts wins on the board, you keep going. If it doesn't, no worries, you can cancel. No pressure at all. Click the link, start the 2-week trial, and finally, build this like a business, not a side hustle.
And that's only if you want it. Look, if you don't want it, then you probably didn't make it this far because we probably turned you off terribly with the type of energy that we're bringing. But man, there are men and women out there that are making a lot of money, who are gaining market share, sometimes taking market share from you. Like, you don't have to beat them, just join them. Literally, don't have to beat them. Don't beat them. Just go be like them. Go be like them. What'll happen is they'll stop taking market share from you and they'll take it from somebody else. And guess what? You'll start taking your own market share back, plus start taking market share from other people.
Yep.
Hey, I want to give a shout out real quick before we conclude today's call. We have a client of ours. Shout out to Tanner Floyd. Okay. Tanner has this product called Mabels, Mabls. Mabels is a SaaS product. We talked about that probably episode or two ago.
Yeah.
But LOs, here's where I love the product. And here's what he needs. He needs some beta testers. He wants to give you his product for free for the next 90 days. All he asks is you give feedback. And if you like the product, obviously give a good review, a good testimony. And he's not open in every state, right? I think he's Georgia, he's Tennessee, he's Arizona, he's Florida. There's like 5 or 6 states that he's looking for originators to participate.
Yep.
But here's what the technology does. My whole career, when someone went on Zillow or Redfin or Remax.com and they were searching for homes for sale, they search by purchase price. But we in the loan industry all know you don't qualify for a purchase price. You qualify for a monthly payment.
Yeah.
Right? What's your maximum monthly payment that's going to not impact your DTI negatively? And some people have a maximum payment, they have their comfort payment. Well, Tanner and his partner built this software that allows originators to partner with realtors and allow home buyers to shop for homes based on monthly payment, which is how we qualify them. It's also how they budget, and they need beta test users. And the goal is that you as the LO would use this service to, yes, give to your buyers to stand out. Yes, it helps you increase your lead conversion. It helps you stay, I guess, in the know of what your particular borrowers are doing in terms of, are they actively searching or not actively searching? But better yet, you can use this as something to take to realtors, a reason to meet with you, a reason to partner, because you have access to this particular software that also helps realtors stop losing buyers to Zillow and helps realtors stop losing buyers to Redfin, but also allows the realtors' buyers to start shopping for homes based on monthly payment, not based on purchase price. So if you're interested in being a part of Tanner's beta test group, he only has 10 spots, but I told him, hey, I'll give you a shout out on TLOP, no worries. Reach out to me. Just email me directly, do@tloponline.com. The company is Mabels, Mabls. But that's the service. He needs 10 beta users. It's going to be free to you. I think normally it costs like $79 or $99 a month. It'll be free, but all he asks in return is to give feedback. And if you like the product, to give him a testimonial.
Very cool.
Cool. Well, Mike, Karina, thank you so much for sitting down with me and letting me do my thing.
Yes, sir.
You guys make phenomenal producers and co-hosts.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all, if you like content like this, make sure you're sharing it, because sharing is caring. If you're on YouTube and you want to agree, disagree, or ask a question, feel free to do so. That's why the comment section is there. She's Karina. He's Mike. I'm Dustin Owen. You've just tuned into the Loan Officer Podcast. That's all the time we have for you today, but we do look forward to catching you in the next episode. Peace.